Prescribe. This is Eileen, bringing you the first of our constellation series, and this is the Aries Flow. I hope you've had a chance to do or at least view the Tara salutation of the Aries Flow, the shorter one. That flow is going to be the first sequence of this longer flow, and we are also going to go straight, or at least I am going to cue the deeper poses. But of course, as per usual, you are welcome to pare it back, and you are welcome to stop and rest whenever you need to. Now, for this flow, I do recommend that you have beside you a folded towel or anything that will pad your knees, because we do have quite a few kneeling poses after the first sequence. I also do recommend that you have for yourself a strap, a yoga strap, or anything that will function as a yoga strap for later in the series, in the sequence, later in the class, because we do have an arm bind. But of course, you are also welcome to leave off the strap and just press your arms into your body, into your leg, or into your back, and we'll go through it later, don't worry. So come to the top of your mat, feet 1 hip width distance apart, shake your legs, roll your shoulders, hug and lift, yeah? Our hug and lift, feel as if you're being squeezed in and up, molded in and up. Breathing. From here, interlace your fingers, right thumb on top. Press through your legs, so never lock your legs. Press through your legs, wave the spine up, flip the hands over, and press up into the ceiling. Whenever we do this, I do want you to be pressing up and not just lifting your arms up without any other engagement other than bringing your arms up. Yeah, I want you to have a deeper engagement in your muscles. From here, right hip pushes to the right side. Start with a shallow letter C, or if you're feeling like it, come into your deeper letter C. Deep, full breath. Just quickly, this is the pose, yeah? Squeeze your right side to lift up, back to center. Soften your knees, twist, full body twist to the right side. From your pubis, navel, sternum, nose. Allow your feet to adjust and your knees. Allow your elbows to turn and your hands. So finishing that spiral from the feet all the way to the hands. Shallow or deep. Scoop down the right side. Shallow or deep. Swivel center. Swivel left. Push through your legs. Wave yourself up. Don't rush. Lift up into a shallower twist. Once your arms are up, you can deepen your twist if you want to. Breathe. Allow your belly to move. Yeah? Don't be shy about your belly. We need to learn how to love our bellies. Yeah? Exhale all the way down. Scooping down the left. Swivel center. Swivel right. And wave up. Push through your legs. Never lock your knees. Inhaling up here. Pushing through your arms. Exhale. Twisting. It's a big movement of the body, so don't jaw your elbows. Twisting to the left side. Exhale. Scoop down the left. Swivel center. Swivel right. And wave up. Push through your legs. All the way up. Coming back to center. Release your hands. Release your fingers, lengthening up here. Push your hips forward. Shallow or deep back bend. Up to you. You're welcome to stay shallow for this one. If it's your first time doing this flow, Squeeze the front of the body to lift. Hands in, elbows in, knees bend, bow down, forward fold. Let the head go. Deep full breath here. Finger pads high up on your shins, starting high, elbows in, push through the length of your arms, counter pushing forward with your shins in your half lift. And again, as I always say, you'll always hear me say this, it's a diagonal brace. Yeah? It's a very physics thing. So feel that push and counter push between your arms and your shins. Exhale, forward fold. From here, extend your arms out to the side, strong claw hands, so open your fingers. Starting with the right side, bend your right knee, sway to the right. Then bring your body weight to the left side, allow your arm and your fingers to catch your body weight. Sway right, but don't rush this. Sway left. I don't want your whole body weight suddenly coming down onto your arm. One more per side, right side. Make it a mindful movement, left side. And back to center. Hands flat on the mat. Let's just walk for this first one. Replicating that swaying action of the body as you walk your feet back to your plank. Inhale, plank. You're welcome to come through knee plank or all the way down straight away. Flat plank. Hands lift off. Squeeze the back. Shallow cobra. Add the strength of your hands and arms pressing down. Higher cobra. Or if you want to push yourself up, knees float up in your upward facing dog. Breathe in. Go through your flat plank transition or lift straight up if you're in an upward facing dog to plank. And I'll wait for you here. Knees bend, push back, puppy pose. Heels up, knees bent. You're pushing through the length of your arms into the circles of your hands. You're on the flats of your toes, never on your tiptoes. Those bones, small bones there, while robust, won't carry your weight. So stay on the flats of your toes. Spinal wave, belly up, chest up, head up, exhale down. Two more, belly up, chest up, head up, exhale down. Last one, belly up, chest up, head up. And if you want downward facing dog, lengthen your legs as you wave yourself back down. And a few more. Hopefully you know the movement of our spinal wave already. We have a lot of classes, practically all our classes have the spinal wave. From here, once again, swaying action of the body, right hand pressing down, right foot pressing down, sway your body weight to the right side. Now just quickly show you in a diagonal. Here, sway the body to your right side. If you want to watch this one first, you're welcome to. Back to center, pushing through your right limbs to push you back to center. Sway your body weight to the left side. Your right side, especially the back area, back ribs, are getting a lot of lengthening. Your left side is getting a lot of strengthening. Pushing through your left limbs to push you back to center. One more per side. Sway the body weight to the right side, lengthening out the left. Strong right arm and right leg. Pushing through them back to center and sway to the left side. And push through them back to center, and I will just crawl myself back properly onto my mat. From here, soften your knees, walk your hands to the back. Again, swaying the body side to side, distributing them back into a forward fold. And yes, we are at the back of our mats this time. Good. Interlace your fingers, left thumb on top. Left thumb on top. Push through your legs. Wave yourself up. Upward facing hands. Deep, full breath. From here, push your left hip to the left side. Big letter C. Add a little bit of a twist here if you want to. Nose pointing directly forward or up towards the ceiling. And I'm just showing you front facing how it looks like. Squeeze your left side to come out of that lateral flexion. Soften your legs. Twist to the left side. Revolved upward facing hands. It's a whole body twist, so let your body adjust and go into that spiral. Exhale, shallow or deep, scoop down the left side. Swivel center, swivel right, waving up. Press your hands up. Don't just lift them up, press them up. Big revolution of the body, back to the left side, twisting. Exhale down, center, right, lifting up. Deep, full breath. Last one, twisting to the left side. Big movement of the body. Exhale down, scooping down, don't rush. Center, right side, and press through your legs. Wave the body up, bend the elbows, flip the hands, and press up. Releasing back to center, just half of that revolution of the body. Release your fingers, upward facing hands. Push your hips forward, shallow or deeper in your back bend by pushing the hips forward. Squeeze the front of the body to lift. Don't rush. Hands in. Elbows press in. Make an effort to press them in. Knees bend. Bow down. Lead with the crown of your head. Forward fold. Letting the head go. Finger pads. Any height on your shins, but on your shins. Yeah, any height on your shins, but on your shins. Wave up halfway. Half lift, because I want you to feel that pushing and counter pushing action between your arms and your legs. Exhale, forward fold, extending the arms out to the sides. Start with the left side, sway left, right, left, right, one more, left, and to the right side. Coming back to center, crawl forward. Again, incorporating that side to side distribution of your body weight. From here, all the way down or halfway, throwing in chaturanga. Cobras or upward facing dog. Here, your toes can remain tucked under. Yeah? Because in our flows later, they will be tucked under. Lift up, plank, puppy pose, downward facing dog, spinal waves. One more, belly up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. Downward facing dog sways. Left limbs pressing strongly down and sway the body to the left side. Don't go very deep yet. But if you're confident in your balance, in your strength and your awareness, then you can go deep. Pushing through your left sides and sway back through the center to the right side. Pushing through your right limbs through the center, left side. This is slow because I don't want you falling out of the pose. Push back through the center, right side. But I think it sharpens our awareness and our focus. Coming back through the center, heels up, knees and elbows bend, step or jump, up to you, top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Interlace your fingers, right thumb on top, wave yourself up. Second round for the right side. Press your hands up, bowed upward facing hands. Lateral flexion, pushing the hips to the right side. Opening up the right. Remain with your nose pointing forward in neutral, or point it up and add a bit of a twist in your lateral flexion if you want to. Squeeze the right side to lift up. Neutralize your spine. Twist to the right side. Full body twist. Exhale, scoop down the right. Center, left, waving up. You are waving up in a shallow twist first, and then deepen that twist if you want to. Full body twist to the right side once again. So don't rush this. It's a big movement. Exhale down. Center, left, and wave up. Pressing your arms up. Last one for this. Twist to the right side. Exhale down. Center, left side, and wave yourself up. Deep, full breath. Back to center. Release the bind of your fingers. Push your hips forward, shallow or deep back bend. Squeeze the front of the body to lift. Hands in, elbows press in. Lift them up, make an effort to press them in. Knees bend, bow down, forward fold. Finger pads, any height on your shins, can be all the way down to your ankle, and wave yourself up. Halfway, half lift. Body weight ever more slightly forward if your balance is okay. Exhale down, soften your knees, arms extend out to the side, claw hands. Sway to the right. Sway to the left. Feel that massaging action of your thigh against the side of your belly. Right, left, right, and left. And back to center. Hands as flat as you can make them. Step or hop back. Plank. All the way down or halfway. Cobra or toes tucked under, upward facing dog. Preparing us for later. Squeeze up. Plank. Puppy pose. Spinal wave. Downward facing dog. And another spinal wave. Bring your awareness to your right limbs. Sway the body to the right side. Swaying, downward facing dog. Push to your right side. Center, sway to the left. Push through your Left side, center, sway to the right. Center, left. And back to center. From here, walk your hands to your feet, softening your knees, and again, incorporating that side to side swaying action of the body. Letting the head go. Interlace your fingers, left thumb on top. Press through the length of your legs, roll the spine up, unfurling up, palms facing up, and press your arms up. Engage the muscles of your back, the muscles of your arms. Left hip pushes to the left side in a big letter C lateral flexion. Don't lock your knees. Squeeze the left side to lift. Full body rotations, once again, to the left side. Full body twist from the feet spiraling up to your hands. So have that imagery in your mind. It's a big body spiral. Soften if you need to before you scoop down, and when you're ready, scooping down the left side, center, right. Wave up into a shallow twist first, and if you want to, deepen that twist. Full body revolution back to the left side, or rotation, or twist, or spiral, whichever word helps you imagine, right? Exhale down, center, right, and wave up. Deep, full breath. It's really nice to breathe deeply when the arms are up. Last one. Twisting to the left side. Don't rush your body. Exhale down. Center, right, and wave up. Release your twist back to center. Release the bind of your fingers, lengthening up here in your upward facing hands, and push the hips forward, shallow or deep back bend, up to you. Squeeze the front of the body to lift back into your upward facing hands. Hands in, elbows press in, knees bend, lead with the crown of your head, forward fold. Let your head go. Finger pads any height on your shins. Wave up halfway. Deep, full breath. Body weight ever so slightly more forward if you can. It just engages the concentration, the focus a bit more. And exhale, forward fold, release. Arms extend out to the sides, claw hands. Starting on the left side, bend the left knee, sway to the left, sway to the right. Your arms and fingers catch you, sway to the left, sway to the right. One more per side, sway to the left, sway to the right. I hope you felt that massaging action in your abdominal cavity. Back to center. Crawl forward. Plank. Deep, full breath. All the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog with the toes tucked under. Push yourself up. Plank. Puppy pose. Spinal wave here. Don't shortchange your puppy pose. And downward facing dog. And a few more spinal waves. Deep full breath. From here, wave forward once again to your plank. Knees down. Untuck the toes. Press back. Extended child's pose. Elbows are lifted up. Hands, circle of the hands are pressing down. Don't never collapse your elbows straight away here, yeah? Never collapse them. And let's catch your breath. If you want to bring your forearms down or want to make this a more restorative pose, bring your elbows close to your knees. Now your forearms can be down on the mat. Squeeze your hands, create strong fists, stack them on top of each other, and rest your head on top of that top cup of your hands. Deep, full breath. Now, I'm rolling up just so I can talk to you better. If your knees need padding, please pad your knees here. Check in with the situation of your knees and your patella. For some knees, the next flows will be better with your toes tucked under. For some, maybe with your toes untucked in a plantar flexion of your toes and your ankle, and just choose which one is more comfortable for you, okay? From here, lift back up and come back to your cat pose. Good, and I will just quickly face the camera for this, but for your right side, so we're not mirroring, your right side, shorten the distance between your shoulder and your hip by looking towards your foot. You're squeezing, you're creating a small curve in your right side and a bigger curve in your left. So this is sexy cat. Back to center. Check in with your collarbones, with your clavicle. Don't let them sink down, yeah? Push through your arms so you're lifting your clavicle up. Sexy cat to your left side. Shorten the distance between your shoulder and your hip and look towards your left foot. Come back to center. Sexy cat, right side. Center, sexy cat, left side. And back to center. From here, right hand strongly down on the mat. Left leg, you can tuck your toes under, like I said, yeah? Or pad your knees. Right leg, thigh pressing up towards the belly. Point the knee back and up. Plantar flex your top ankle, so look at my toes, they're pointing up, and then flick the toes, yeah? So we are starting in a three-legged cat. Check in with your balance, then left hand, external rotation of the shoulder joint, and hold on to the blade of your foot. If you find like you're struggling here to find your foot, or your shoulder just won't accommodate that external rotation, then by all means internally rotate your shoulder joint and hold on to the arch of your foot. Now, while you're holding on to your foot, your knee will naturally drop. Just let that happen. Be kind to yourself. Once your hand and your foot are bound, push through your standing arm and squeeze your gluteal muscles, squeeze your hamstrings, your back muscles, and your triceps, and of course your left shoulder to lift your leg back up. Feel the activation of that obliquely drawn circle of muscles at the back, yeah? Breathe here. Stay if this is enough. I can't emphasize that stronger. Stay if this is enough. Or with your right hand strongly down in the mat, allow your body to adjust. Right forearm down on the mat. Don't rush that. Yeah? Very challenging for your balance. Once you're here, re-engage that circle of muscles at the back and lift your leg up. This is already really strong, and stay here if this is enough. And from here, I can't look at the camera, so just listen to the instructions. Stay if this is enough, or forehead down on the mat and reset your bound limbs. If you're the kind of person who is a little impatient, this pose will trigger that, yeah? If you're the kind of person as well who is maybe irked quite easily, this will also trigger that. So turn inward while this pose is already strong for the body. I think it's stronger for the mind and the emotions, yeah? Release the bind of your hand and your foot. Woo. Leg down. Tuck your toes under. Left hand. Replace it down. From here, push yourself up, back into your cat pose. How did we do? From here, sexy cat, left side. Well, we know what to do already. We won't rush this side, yeah? Center, sexy cat, right. Center, sexy cat, left. Center, sexy cat, right. And back to center. Left hand strongly down in the mat. Left leg curls up. Point the knee back and up. Plantar flex the ankle, but flick the toes. And push through your arms. Set your balance first here. Adjust your hand. Bring it a little bit more out if you need to. Yeah? Choose the rotation of your right shoulder inside, internally or externally, and hold on to your foot. As you're doing this, that knee will naturally drop a bit. Be kind to yourself and allow that to happen. Once your hand and your foot are bound or holding on, well, your hand is holding on to your foot, re-engage that circle of muscles at your back. The hamstrings, gluteus, back muscles, right shoulder, of course, and your triceps, your right triceps. Stay if this is enough. Focus. Or left forearm down on the mat. Do this slowly, don't rush. Then reset your bound limbs, your floating limbs. How are we doing? I can't lift my head too high to look at the camera. Stay if this is enough, or forehead down on the mat. Again, for impatient people or those who just like questioning things for the sake of questioning them, this will trigger that, yeah? So be patient, be accepting, let things go, let all those preconceptions and judgments go, and just breathe and focus. This sharpens your focus, your sense of patience, your sense of acceptance. Release the bind of your hand and your foot. Limbs back down on the mat. Untuck your toes with your hands already pressing down into the mat. Just push yourself up and back into our extended child's pose. Just have a few more breaths here, and then you're welcome to bring your elbows close to your knees, forearms down, cup your hands, or rather fist your hands, and rest your head on the cup of your top hand. Breathing. If you remember which hand was at the top previously, swap them over. From here, extend your arms. Once again, extended child's pose. Wave yourself forward and up, back into our cat pose, yeah? And just another reminder, pad your knees if you need to. From here, tuck your toes under. Everyone tucking your toes under. But again, if your patella is better with your toes untucked, keep your knees down, okay? So full cat, knees down, but you also have an option with your toes tucked under, push through your arms and through your feet and just hover up. So it's a floating cat. Full cat, knees down, floating cat, knees up. Upward facing, full cat or floating cat. Exhale, downward facing, full cat or floating cat. Upward facing, cat. Exhale, downward facing cat. I think that's 3. 2 more. Upward facing cat. Exhale, downward facing cat. 1 more. Upward facing cat. Exhale, downward facing cat. Back to neutral, knees down. Don't sag them, float them down. Right hand down on the mat. Right leg curls up, 3-legged cat with that knee up. Left hand goes to the back. Internal or external rotation of your shoulder. Choose which side of your foot you can reach. Stay high. Once again, stay high. Or if you're feeling like it, forearm down on the mat. Allow your body to adjust. Allow your body to accommodate that movement. Stay or forehead down. Deep, full breath. One more breath. From here, release your bound limbs. Left forearm down, right knee down. Now, left knee, because my head, and if you are higher, by the way, I do invite you now to come down on your forearms and bring your head down. So we're all in this pose. Left knee, left knee comes to the center. Bring your left foot out to the right side. Right leg goes behind, crosses, and bring both feet out to the sides. So you've come into a cow face, and I will just show you quickly this way. Cow face legs. I don't know if you can see my feet here. Cow face legs, yeah? Or maybe this way, just quickly. This way. Bound legs, cow face legs. Now, resetting myself. From here, with your forearms down and your hands down on the mat, push to the length of your arms to lift your forearms and your head up. So your upper body feels like it's in a cat pose. Your lower body is in a cow pose. From here, push your body weight to the back. Allow your top knee to lift up. We are not sitting to the back, but we're just in a kind of suspended, pose. A little tough on that bottom knee because it's carrying a lot of our weight and the angle of this pushing back motion as well. So please come out of the pose and pad your knees should you need to. There's also quite a nice compression in the lower abdomen here. A nice massaging action between this compression in your breath for the sexual organs of both anatomies. Yeah? Nice compressive massaging action there. Allow your right foot, by the way, to just adjust in its angle to accommodate this movement. From here, release the pose, wave yourself forward, adjust your hands if they've slid a little bit forward, unbind your legs, and come back to cat pose. Full cat, knees down, or floating cat, knees up, upward facing cat. Exhale, downward facing cat. Just 3. Upward facing cat, downward facing cat. Looking through the gap of your legs. Upward facing cat, floating or full, downward facing cat. Spine to neutral, float the knees down. Left leg, thigh to belly, point the knee back and up, keep it bent. Right arm reaches to the back, hold on to your foot. Whichever side of your foot, your balance will allow for you to get. Push through your standing arm and stay in this higher version of the pose. If you did it before, especially on the previous side, forearm down, don't rush that movement, and reset the height of your floating limbs. Stay, replicate what you've done on the previous side, head down, if that's what you did on the right side. Breathe. You may notice I have a bit of a belly because I need to breathe, I need to talk, I need to do, and I can't stress enough, I need to breathe. So be kind to yourself as well. Just let yourself breathe, let your belly move. Release your floating limbs, right forearm down, left knee down. Right knee, don't move your head, just listen to the instructions or watch this first. Right knee shifts to the center. Right foot goes to the left side. Left leg lifts up and crosses behind the right. Both feet out to the sides. With your hands strongly down on the mat, push to the length of your arms to lift your forearms up, lift your head up. At this point, both knees are still down on the mat. Again, we're not necessarily sitting back. You're just pushing through your arms until your front knee, which right now is the right, lifts off, and you feel that compression in your lower abdomen. Again, it's a nice massaging compression in the organs of the lower abdominal cavity. Allow your left foot, the one on the right side, to adjust its angle to accommodate this movement. Breathe. Don't rush this. I find this quite nice actually. I hope you do too. I hope it's not just me who finds this nice. Breathing. From here, release the pose, wave forward, bring your top knee back down, and unfurl the body. Crawl forward a little bit if you've drifted to the back. Extend your legs to the back. Plank. Knees bent, push back, puppy pose. Spinal wave and downward facing dog. And a few more spinal waves. For this next one, so keep doing your spinal waves as I give you the instructions. This next one, I will cue a three-legged flow, but you are welcome. Let me just come down. You are welcome to keep your both feet down on the mat. There's a bit more hold if you're not lifting, if one leg, if you're not doing the three-legged flow, okay? Let's just do one flow of the full flow, and this is your option, okay? So, plank, puppy pose, downward facing dog, spinal wave. Let's do the flow. Wave forward, plank, small click of the elbows or a little bit more for chaturanga. Push forward and up, keep your toes tucked under in your upward facing dog. Push through your arms, lift your hips up, bend the knees, puppy pose, downward facing dog. So that's the full flow, and I will cue the three-legged flow now. Right leg curls up, thigh to belly. Knee points back and up, extend, three-legged dog. A little bit longer hold in full dog if you don't want this. Wave forward, three-legged plank or full plank. Bend the elbows, three-legged chaturanga or full. Wave yourself forward and up, three-legged upward facing dog or full. Back to three-legged puppy pose and bring that foot down. Spinal wave. How did we go? One more on the left side. Once again, full or three-legged flow. Left leg curls up. Point the knee back and up. Extend. If you're in a full flow, you'd be in a downward facing dog. Wave forward. Three-legged plank or full plank. Three-legged chaturanga or full. Three-legged upward facing dog or full. Back through plank. Bend your knees. Three-legged puppy pose or full. And bring that foot down. Spinal wave. Wave forward once again. Plank, both feet down, full. All the way down. Untuck your toes. And you're back in a flat plank. Okay? Flat plank. From here, with your hands by your lower ribs, a la cobra. Bend your knees, your feet can touch. Yeah? Then, don't be aggressive in the lift because it might hurt your lower back. Okay? Don't be aggressive in the lift. Waving up, low cobra, or a little higher with the knees bent. Exhale down. Again, you might feel it in your lower back right here. So don't go too high. Don't go too fast. Waving up. Exhale down. Last one. Waving back up. And exhale down. Next one. Wave back up. Or if you're feeling like it, hold on to your feet or your ankles. And I actually prefer ankles, yeah? Front of the ankles and wave up into your bow pose. With your breath, gosh, it's hard to talk here, but with your breath, Allow your body to rock forward and back. And if you're feeling like it, you can even rock side to side. The bow pose doesn't have to be so high with your upper body, especially if you're rocking anyway, right? From here, back to center, extend your legs and arms to the back, release. Locust pose. And exhale down. Bring your hands under your forehead, forehead on the top hand. And have some alligator breaths. Or as I like, because I'm in Australia, I call it crocodile breath, right? You choose which one, which member of the species, alligator or crocodile, it's fine. The point here is to listen and feel your breath collecting in this area, in this cavity you've created. Feel your ribs, your side ribs and your back ribs accommodate the breath. That's the real point of this breathing, of this pranayama, breath work. From here, hands back by your lower ribs, tuck your toes under, lift up to a knee plank. Extended child's pose. Deep, full breath. Walk your hands to the back and push yourself onto your feet and come into and out. Just reset myself to the middle of the mat. Come into malasana or garland pose or a low squat with your hands together. Your elbows are pressing into your knees to widen them a little bit of a strong hip opening actually. Deep full breath. And I think I will do this obliquely. From here, bring your right hand down on the mat, left hand to the back. Wrap your left arm around your waist. This is when, if you need a strap, go get your strap, keep it on your left hand, and bring it to the back. From here, lift yourself up, right arm around, adjust your body weight to the right side until you can hold on to your strap or hold on to your hand. So if you can see, my knees are bent, my hands are clasped behind me. I don't know how I can move here. I hope you can see that. My hands are clasped behind me. Adjust your body weight until you can hold on to your strap or hold on to your fingers and lengthen your legs or keep them bent. It is quite strong for the lower arm. Yeah, it's strong for that lower arm, so don't be aggressive in that movement. And release. Hands down, sink back into your malasana or garland pose. Deep full breath. Release your strap if you're still holding on to your strap. Reset your breath. Reset your senses. You can close your eyes if you want to. and onto the left side. So from your garland pose, and I'll keep myself oblique here, left hand down on the mat, pressing it down, right arm to the back, and this time I do have my strap, right arm to the back, and wrap your arm around the back. Hold on to your strap. Lift yourself up, left arm goes under your body, around your legs, and hold on to your strap. I hope this time you can see this quite clearly. Walk your hands on your strap, and the tightness of the bind is up to you. Tightness of the bind is up to you. Keep your knees bent. If this is enough, keep your knees bent or lengthen them out. Again, this is quite strong. Lengthening out your legs is really strong for that left side, for the lower side. Strong for the arm. So don't be aggressive in that. I don't want you to hurt yourself. If it helps, you can loosen that strap between your hands so that circle of your arms through that strap is a little bigger. And release. Release down on the mat, sinking down back into your garland pose. Deep full breath. And because usually things are easier the second time around, now we'll turn this way. One more, a few breaths per side. Release your hands, right hand down. Left hand holds on to your strap, whip it around. Bind your arm quite strongly and closely to your body first. Lift yourself up, right arm under your body, around your leg, and hold on to that strap. And if you can see, my hands are quite far from each other this time. The circle of your arms and your strap can be big. Knees can remain bent or lengthen them out and adjust your arms. Add that twist, looking up towards the left side. If you want to, here is how it looks like. Deep full breath. Release your pose. Release your hands from your strap. Just bring it down and back into our garland pose. Last one, I do promise. On the left side. Left hand down, strap in the right hand. Left hand down, right arm around your back waist. Just feel for where that strap is, yeah? For when you reach for it with your left hand. Lift yourself up, left arm around and under, and hold on to your strap. Knees are still bent as you adjust your hands on your strap. Adjust the circumference of your arms, increasing that diameter if you want to, or walking your hands close to each other if you want to. And lengthen your legs. Again, it's strong for the left limbs, for the bound side, yeah? The head is nice and loose here, but if you want, once again, You can look up towards your right shoulder, towards the right side, and breathe. How did we go for the Aries constellation flow? And release. Release your strap. Crawl yourself down on the mat. And I think we deserve a little bit of Shavasana. Or if you don't want to, I will guide you off the mat later. But right now, let's just have some sacroiliac joint massages before we finish. Curl your legs towards your chest, hands on your shins, gathering your knees close to you, and draw big circles. Because we always finish with this. It's quite important to bring equilibrium back to your hips, hip joints, especially the SI joint, and especially in those strong asymmetrical binds that we did. Yeah? Very important to bring back balance to our hips. Okay, from here. If you want your Shavasana, you're welcome to extend your legs, bring your arms beside the body, and drop into your Shavasana. If you don't want your Shavasana, if you're feeling okay, and I hope you are, roll to your right side if blood pressure is okay or normal or a little bit high. To the left side if it's feeling a little bit low. Oh, by the way, bring your arms on top of your head, hold on to your elbows, and roll to your side. With your arms above your head this way, your head has somewhere to rest, so the neck isn't in an odd angle. You're protecting the integrity of your cervical spine. From here, release your hands from your elbows. Top hand pressing strongly into the mat. Follow through with your other arm and lift up. Come into a Siddhasana just for a moment. Yeah, just for a moment. Right hand on your heart, left hand across your belly. Spread your hand. Feel for your heart rate and your breath rate with every inhalation and exhalation. And the purpose of this is that you can feel your heart rate, yeah? And the aim of this is to have equilibrium to have balance between your heart rate and your breath rate before you pop off the mat. And it's also nice to just relax the eyes for just a little bit, which we get in our Shavasana. So let's just have a bit of that as well. And whether you're in your Shavasana or you're in a seated relaxation, I hope you enjoyed our Aries flow. Check out the shorter version, the Tala salutation, the star salutation of the Aries flow, and I will see you in our next class. Thank you very much.